Hello guys, today we will learn about how to use ChatGPT for data analytics. This is the part 1 of a series of video. In part 1, we'll learn about how to generate a file using ChatGPT, which was earlier not as simple. So we'll start a new chat. We'll ask ChatGPT to do something simple at first. So the one way is to generate some random data on the screen itself, so that way we can use copy and paste the data into some file and use it. So let's try that. Create sample uh, pipe separated data. Data with fields student name, roll, roll number, and division. So this is one way we can see uh, ChatGPT has helped us to create 5 rows of data. We can use this data, copy and paste this data and use it however we want. We can also maybe ask ChatGPT to generate a specific number of records, separated data, sample pipe separated data with maybe 20 records, record fields. So it will generate 20 records now. If you see, it's generating more than what it did previously. So if we have a requirement to process specific number of records, then we can use this. So it is accurately judging the data. So it's not just some random data. The first column is in fact a valid name. The second column is a number, and it guessed it correctly that the third column should be A, B, C, or uh, anything that represents a division. So in schools, mostly we have division by the name A, B, or C. Mostly it may vary in some cases. So let's go for some complex data now, and let's see if it creates and understands us better. So now we'll go with something more complex. In the field of finance, we have fields like ISIN, which globally represents a share or an equity or something. So we may check if it generates if it understands what ISIN means, and it generates uh, relevant data to us. So 20 records with fields ISIN and equity name and market. So every share that is listed on a market has a specific ISIN, and it has its name. Also, we can add one more field to check if it understands that as well. So we'll put issuer name, for instance. So let's see. This is step by step, we are getting into more complex requirements. And here we can see that it is generating valid records. So uh, the first column, which is ISIN, is in fact a valid ISIN, it seems, and then it is giving us uh, the name of the share and the issuer and where it is listed. So Nasdaq here is New York Stock Exchange, and LSE is London Stock Exchange. And we can see this is pretty accurate data, which we can verify and which is very useful. Also, if you see, it is also defining properly what an ISIN is, International Security Identification Number. So it also did inform us what each of these fields means, and so that it's helping us in a way to understand the data more properly, even though we did not ask ChatGPT to explain it to us. So that's some additional input it gave us. To just verify, see uh, we can see that for Google, for example, the name of the share is Alphabet, but the issuer name is Google LLC. So there may be a chance where Google is issuing a share of Alphabet Inc., which has a ISIN of, which is listed in US Stock Exchange. So if you see, the ISIN has starting two characters of the country in which it is listed. So wherever you see LSC, which is London Stock Exchange, we can see GB, which is Great Britain, and wherever we have Nasdaq, we can see US. So that's pretty interesting. So in the next tutorial, we'll go uh, with creating code which can generate more scale data, maybe 1,000, 2,000 records, and processing that data. How ChatGPT helps us in processing more complex data. So that's it for today's session. See you in next video.